Welcome to Anglesey Baptist and our telling of the Easter story through prophecy. Welcome to Foretold. Each day of Easter week, we are looking at the prophecies that surround this week. Over the last 3 days, we have been looking at the words spoken in advance that foretell of the death and resurrection of Jesus. We have seen how the shouts of Hosanna were foretold on Palm Sunday by Zechariah and Daniel. How Isaiah spoke of the suffering servant who will be rejected by his people. And yesterday we heard the 3 occasions which are recorded when Jesus spoke very plainly to his disciples about what lay ahead in Jerusalem, about how he would be put to death by the Pharisees and the leaders, but he would rise again on the 3rd day. And yet his disciples did not hear. Today we consider a foretelling or prophecy of Jesus, of when Jesus will be silent. So as opposed to the words, this is when Jesus was silent and how this was foretold. We jump forward in our Passion Week narrative to the time when Jesus was taken prisoner and was being questioned by the authorities. Tomorrow we will return to the Last Supper. Here we consider Jesus' silence. Jesus had been condemned to death by the Jewish leaders, the Sanhedrin, in the middle of the night, and he then faced 3 interrogations, first to Pilate, then to Herod, and then to Pilate. What would Jesus say? What would Jesus say to Pilate? Let's hear what Mark's Gospel has to say about this. Very early in the morning, the chief priests with the elders, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin made their plans. So they bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. "Are you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate. "You have said so," Jesus replied. The chief priests accused him of many things. So again Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer? See how many things they are accusing you of." But Jesus still made no reply, and Pilate was amazed. So before his enemies, Jesus was silent. Do you remember Isaiah and the suffering servant 700 years earlier? This is what Isaiah said about the suffering servant. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. Both the words and the silence of Jesus have been foretold. Jesus is not the first to remain silent before his enemies. His forerunner, King David, also did this, and it's recorded in Psalm 39. We'll give you an opportunity to reflect on what this silence might mean for you as we listen to Psalm 39, brought to us by Paul Bishop Hooper. Thank you.
God, remind me just how brief my time on this shallow earth will be. God, remind me that every single morning my days are numbered and they're not that many. God, remind me just how brief my time on this shallow earth will be. God, remind me that every single morning my days are numbered and they're not that many. How fleeting this life is. fleeting this life is. How fleeting this life is. How fleeting this life is. My entire life is but a moment to you. At very best, a breath in the way you see it, see it, see it. Heaping mounds of wealth are merely shadows on the move. And all our busy rushing ends in nothing, nothing, nothing. My entire life is but a moment to you. At very best, a breath in the way you see it, see it, see it. Heaping mounds of wealth are merely shadows on the moon. All our busy rushing ends in nothing, 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 nothing. Where can my hope go? 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 Where can my